Hey everyone, it's Adam here. Um, this is one of those videos that the people that subscribe to this channel should probably like gloss over. Um, don't just downvote it or dislike it because it's not bike related. It's related to the channel, and I'm doing this actually because when I was doing research onto into having my camera and lenses um, sent to Canon's factory service center in Virginia, there were a lot of posts on DP Review, but nothing really concrete. And the prices, no one was really like willing to talk about prices. So I sort of made that jump myself because I knew I needed the service. And just based on what I've seen so far, fantastic experience. Let me actually start by kind of talking about how how it all starts. So any Canon customer, I believe any Canon customer, always down to the Rebel line, all the way up to the 1D full frame camera, can use this. What you do is you can just elect to have them clean your camera, clean the sensor, clean your lens, and they will give you a reference number. They'll give you an address to ship it to, and then you put your stuff in a box. They say to leave your personal things like memory cards, custom straps, those kind of things, tripod mounts. Leave all that to yourself. But if Canon makes it, they will service it. They've got some flat rate stuff, so for 79 bucks, they'll do a 15-point lens inspection, cleaning, degreasing, replacing any bolts that are rusted or screws that are rusted, and of course replace any parts. They'll put the camera onto the lens onto a body, and they'll do a few tests to make sure that the lens is functioning as it should. And if you're making money at this, it's a good thing to do to make sure your lenses are properly working. So this lens, I've got a 50 1.2 and a couple other ones as well, but this one gets the most use. It's the 24-105 f4. I sent this in kind of as my first test. I'm going to be sending more to them actually after this, and don't get on me for not including my rear cap. I screwed up. So for 79 bucks, they basically received this, and so the process itself, I shipped it to them. I gave them the tracking number. So I gave them the tracking number, and once they got it, let's do that. So actually, they received the. I put both of these in the same box. This was connected to the camera. They received it about 48 hours later. They did say obviously insure to the value of these two, so I did $2,000 for both of them. This is the 5D Mark III, and this is a 4-year-old lens, and this is I think that's in 2013. This is a 6-year-old body at this point, with 39,000 shots, which is low to some of you professionals, but I'd say it's pretty high for an amateur like me. So anyway, I sent it into them. 48 hours later, they sent me an email with an estimate. The estimate was basically flat rate, 79 bucks for the 24-105, and then a flat rate of $419 or $399 plus $20 in return shipping. Sorry, this is $59 plus $20 shipping. This was $399 plus $20 shipping. And my first thought was, oh my God, $399. What the hell? And in my description to them, all I said was a couple of these buttons up top. Don't want to respond. It's the white balance auto focus buttons. They get stuck sometimes. And then also I have a scratched screen. And so, what is my email? But I was kind of blown away to see the high price. I was like, that's ridiculous. But I got it back today, and let's read the note. So the lens, plastic flying colors. So this you can see here the wear and tear where the hood goes on. I've got a filter on this, but this was getting kind of really grungy operation. It's much smoother now. It's not obviously brand new because the lens is aging, but that operation is much smoother. The buttons are unchanged. The actual movement here is really smooth. It's almost like it has a thick oil applied to it. And everything is there's obviously love marks, but everything's as clean as it can be, in my opinion. So you look here, the connections are worn but clean, and all the screws, as you can tell, These are brand new screws, which is pretty awesome. So I'm stoked with, for 59 bucks, they did a good job on the lens. That's my opinion. So get this back on here. And I'm going to send all my lenses to them, by the way. Get that out of the way. What they do is they do cover all their repairs for a 6-month warranty, which is kind of nice. So let's get this out on the box here. Now remember, 6-year-old body. This goes on every motorcycle trip with me. So I've done about 50,000 miles with this in my my tank bag or my top case. It's been on every flight with me over the last 6 years. It's gone to India with me. It's gone to Turkey, Dubai, Belgium about a dozen times. London for the Diamond Jubilee for Queen Elizabeth. It's gone to 20 or so U.S. states. All the Nordic countries. So yeah, it's been through a lot. So so yeah, you'll first notice, obviously, you guys didn't see this before, but it was incredibly dirty before. They cleaned it up completely. I mean, I'm blown away actually by how clean this is. You also notice this is a brand new screen up top here. These buttons, oh, they feel so good. Like what they did was, let me read you the description actually. What I got for my money here. This is what you get in return here. So I wrote this, that the ISO white balance and other buttons get stuck sometimes. Rear display needs replacing. I said it's scratched and might be damaged. They said a flat rate repair. Parts are included in the estimate. So they used these 3 parts. Top cover, LCD, and the screen focus 5-piece. So they charged $3.99 plus $14 for 2-day shipping. Check this out though. They do note for their own cover, for the cover of their own asses, that I removed the battery door. No battery, there's no media, there's a strap. So here's the service details. So upper cover assembly did not operate properly. I knew that. So the upper cover assembly was replaced, and the LCD assembly was also replaced. It was cleaned. The product functions are confirmed. Firmware was updated, which is a surprise to me. I actually thought it was running the latest. And then actual shot count was 39,910. So, first thought 413. But then when you remember, this is a brand new screen, which I don't know. Is this because it's a... That's just from the... Yeah, that was just a smudge from the plastic. I'll have to clean that out. But this is a brand new screen. This button here, these buttons are not replaced. They're still pretty worn down. You still have some body, scratches, some love marks and stuff. I can't imagine the cost to replace the entire shell of this thing. They did not notice this though. This has been kind of hung there for a while now, and I know how to get back in there. So this piece here, I would actually, I didn't mention it in my report to them, but I would have liked them to replace this entire piece. You can order this, by the way, from Canon, so it's not a big deal. But this has kind of been stuck there for a while. They didn't notice this, which is kind of a bummer. But they did remove it, though, in order to clean it on there, because it was kind of dingy in there. But this is all, this whole piece here was replaced, and this piece here was replaced. I wonder if... I think they replaced... Yeah. They replaced all of this. This whole piece, this seal around here. Ooh, that feels good too. Yeah, my shutter button was even replaced too. They replaced the entire top of the thing here for the 400 bucks, plus the LCD screen. That's pretty freaking impressive, because this all still feels... Yeah, that feels exactly how I did before. Okay, so, expensive, right? But remember, this is a $2,500 camera. So spending $400 every 6 years to basically have it refreshed is great. The eventually, when I get near 100,000 shots, I will need to also be replacing the sensor itself. But they supposedly cleaned the sensor as well. Looks pretty good. Smells good too. So, and this was also a little bit dingy. And, oh, that's much nicer now. Yeah, that sliding method there was, that button was starting to get a little bit stuck. And that's significantly better. So I will say, That initial like Visa payment of like $500 really hurt, but now that I have it back, it's like I have a brand new camera, and I plan on keeping it another 6 years. So it's no complaints here. This is all brand new screen. I'm stoked. Thanks, Canon, and you do have my vote of approval. Fantastic job. I'm really happy with it. Thanks for watching, everyone. And now I've detailed my Canon factory experience, and I hope that you guys out there with cameras that are doing 10,000 shots per year or more, that take your camera everywhere in the world with you, like I have, you consider doing this once every 5 to 6 years. It is a great way to extend the life of your body, and hey, it wasn't cheap, but it's effective.